I hate to admit it, but Disney tricked me. A couple days ago, they released the Moana 2 trailer, and I made a video talking about how excited I was for the animation. More specifically, I was excited for the water animation because in the first movie, it was my favorite character. A lot of hard work and technology went into bringing the water character to life. It's a very difficult thing in animation to animate water. I was very excited to hopefully see some improvements in the water in Moana 2. Unfortunately, it turns out Moana 2 probably is not going to have any of that. I just saw an article about Moana 2, and I was reading it because, again, I was excited. And it turns out Moana 2 was supposed to be a Disney Plus show, and they're turning it into a movie. I did not know that. So this changes everything. As you probably know, TV shows have smaller budgets than movies. So no matter how much work is put into it, it's not going to look as good as a feature film. So there goes the hope for awesome water animation. I'm sure whatever they're doing is going to be cool based on the limitations that they have, but I'm personally a little disappointed to hear this news. And also turns out that Disney Studios, the one in Burbank, the famous one, isn't actually animating the show. It's being animated overseas by a third-party studio, which again is very disappointing. I'd rather see more feature films made by the artists at Disney in Burbank as opposed to somewhere else that's outsourced. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not as excited about the movie as I was before, especially not the water. Now you're probably wondering why they're doing this. On one side, they might have saw the series developing and saw how great it was and decided, you know what, we got to put this in theaters. On the more cynical side, maybe they're just slapping together a couple episodes and putting it in theaters for a quick buck. As we all know, Disney Plus isn't as profitable as they want it to be just quite yet. So I'm sure they're shuffling things around, trying to make as much money as they possibly can. Now, there have been situations like this in the past. For example, you might remember that Jimmy Neutron started out as a feature film, but then turned into a TV show. The only difference with that was the feature and the TV show were two separate things. Another example of this was with the Star Wars Clone Wars series. That was announced as a TV show, and then they decided to put a couple of the episodes together as a movie, and the results were not very good. The audience didn't really respond to it because it wasn't designed to be a movie. It was a couple TV show episodes with different storylines and didn't really work. Another lesser-known example of this is Atlantis 2, which came out as a direct-to-DVD movie, but really it was a couple episodes from a TV show that was canceled. This has happened before in Disney history and animation history as a whole, and it's just very disappointing to see. Hopefully the next Disney feature film is actually animated by people in Burbank and designed to actually be a movie. What do you think of this? Is Disney just being cheap, or do you have faith in the creativity of the project? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more daily doses of animation inspiration, feel free to subscribe and watch some more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.